What if I told you that Christmas as we know it is actually a massive cultural mashup that's been thousands of years in the making? Hey, Historiators, welcome back to another journey through time. I'm here to blow your mind about something we all think we know, Christmas. But here's the thing, the holiday sitting under your tree right now, it's not really Christian, it's not really pagan, it's actually a beautiful, chaotic collision of ancient traditions that spans continents and millennia. Today, we're diving deep into the shadow of Solstice, the ancient roots of celebration that still haunt our modern festivities. So grab some hot cocoa, get comfortable, and let's uncover the incredible story behind why we celebrate the way we do. Picture this, it's December 21st, the winter solstice. The days are shortest, the nights are longest, and humans have been dealing with this cosmic mood swing for thousands of years. And you know what? We've all reacted the same way. We throw a party. Why? Because when nature gives us the darkest days of the year, humans respond with the brightest celebrations. It's not coincidence, it's psychology. When everything around us seems dead or dying, we crave signs of life, light, and hope. This isn't just a modern problem. It's been humanity's winter challenge since we first looked up at the sky and noticed the days getting shorter. Ancient peoples didn't have Netflix or central heating, so they had to get creative. They needed festivals that would literally keep the darkness at bay. And that's exactly what they created, elaborate celebrations designed to convince the sun to come back, to ensure the crops would grow, and to remind everyone that life would continue. Now, let's start our time machine journey in ancient Rome around 500 BCE. The Romans were throwing what they called Saturnalia, and let me tell you, this was the party to end all parties. For 7 days in December, social order completely flipped. Masters served slaves, gambling was legal, and everyone wore colourful clothes instead of their usual togas. Sound familiar? It should. Many of our modern Christmas traditions come straight from these wild Roman festivities. But wait, there's more. The Romans also celebrated Dies Natalis Solis Invicti, the birthday of the unconquered sun. This festival honoured Mithras, a Persian sun god, and featured gift-giving, feasting, and the decoration of evergreen trees. Sound familiar yet? Meanwhile, across northern Europe, Germanic tribes were celebrating Yule. They would burn massive logs called Yule logs for 12 days, drink mead from special Yule cups, and tell stories around the fire. Sounds like Christmas. That's because it basically is Christmas. In Scandinavia, they had their own version called Jule. Families would gather to feast on roasted pork, drink spiced ale, and exchange gifts. Sound familiar? It should. These traditions travelled and evolved over centuries. The point is, long before Christianity became the dominant religion in Europe, people were already celebrating winter with feasting, gift-giving, light festivals, and evergreen decorations. These weren't random celebrations. They were systematic responses to the same human need, bringing light and joy to the darkest time of year. Now here's where things get interesting, and, well, a little dark. When Christianity started spreading through the Roman Empire in the 4th century, early Christians faced a problem. The pagan festivals were incredibly popular. People just weren't going to give up their Saturnalia parties simply because some new religion said they should. So what did the early Christians do? They tried to ban them. Emperor Constantine, who converted to Christianity, initially tried to suppress pagan festivals. But banning popular traditions is like trying to stop water with a sieve. It just doesn't work. The smarter Christian leaders realized they needed a different strategy. Instead of fighting the festivals, they decided to absorb them. This is where we get the brilliant strategy of Christianization, taking existing pagan traditions and giving them Christian meanings. The winter solstice became Christmas. The birth of the sun god became the birth of Jesus. The gift-giving traditions were reframed as gifts from the Magi, the evergreen trees. Now they represented eternal life through Christ. But here's the thing, this wasn't just about making Christianity more appealing, it was about power. By controlling the festivals, the church could control when and how people celebrated. They could monitor attendance, ensure Christian messages were spread, and gradually eliminate what they called heathen practices. Some traditions were harder to suppress than others. The church had to work hard to eliminate certain aspects of Saturnalia, like the role reversals where slaves became masters for a week. They couldn't have people getting ideas about social equality, could they? But here's the fascinating part. The old traditions didn't just disappear. They went underground, resurfacing in new forms and hiding in plain sight. Take Krampusnacht, for example. In the Alpine regions of Austria and Germany, People still celebrate this tradition where a demonic figure punishes naughty children during December. This isn't Christian, it's pre-Christian Germanic folklore that survived centuries of Christian suppression. Or consider La Befana in Italy, a witch-like figure who flies on a broomstick and delivers gifts to children on Epiphany. Again, this is ancient pagan tradition disguised as Christian folklore. In Eastern Europe, you still find traces of ancient Slavic winter traditions, the Russian Ded Moroz, Father Frost, who delivers gifts. That's straight out of pre-Christian Slavic mythology. The church tried to Christianize him by making him St. Nicholas's helper, but the old traditions persist. Even in modern Christmas, we see these echoes. The Christmas tree, that's ancient Germanic pagan tradition. Gift-giving, that's Roman Saturnalia. The 12 days of Christmas, that's Germanic Yule. The whole thing is basically a beautiful archaeological layer cake of human celebration. But here's where our story takes a wild turn. Remember how the church absorbed pagan traditions to gain power? Well, capitalism did the exact same thing to Christmas in the 19th and 20th centuries. Before the Industrial Revolution, Christmas was pretty much a religious observance with some folk traditions. But as companies realized they could make massive profits from December celebrations, they began actively shaping what Christmas should look like. Enter Coca-Cola. In the 1930s, they created the modern image of Santa Claus. Jolly, red-suited, white-bearded. This wasn't based on historical evidence. It was based on what would sell soda during winter months. Suddenly, Santa became a global phenomenon and Christmas became a global consumer experience. The result, Christmas became standardized. Whether you're in Tokyo, São Paulo, or Stockholm, Christmas looks pretty much the same. Santa trees, gifts, commercialized cheer. The beautiful diversity of regional winter traditions got streamlined into one massive marketing opportunity. And here's the ultimate irony. This commercial Christmas actually suppressed the very traditions it claimed to preserve. Regional folk customs that had survived for centuries got replaced by corporate-created traditional Christmas. It's suppression by another name, just with better marketing. So here's my challenge to you. This Christmas season, don't just accept the commercial version. Dig deeper. Learn about the winter traditions of your ancestors. Try incorporating some of these ancient celebrations into your modern life. Maybe it's learning about Yule traditions and incorporating a Yule log into your fireplace ceremony. Or perhaps it's exploring the Germanic custom of telling winter stories by candlelight. You could even research your family's regional holiday traditions. You might be surprised to discover ancient customs hiding in your own family recipes. The point is, Christmas doesn't have to be just about commercial consumption. It can be about connection. Connection to our ancestors, to the cycles of nature, and to the deep human need for light and celebration during the darkest days. So next time someone tells you Christmas is all about Jesus and presents, you can smile knowingly. Because now you know the real story. Christmas isn't just a Christian holiday, it's humanity's collective response to winter darkness, dressed up in countless cultural costumes throughout history. It's Saturnalia's party spirit, Yule's fire warmth, and Christianity's message of hope, all mixed together with a generous helping of modern commercial magic. The shadow of Solstice isn't just about the darkest day of the year, it's about how humans have always found ways to bring light to the darkness. And that, my friends, is worth celebrating. If this blew your mind as much as it blew mine while researching it, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because we have so many more historical deep dives coming that will completely change how you see the world around you. Trust me, you don't want to miss what we uncover next. What was your favorite shocking Christmas fact? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.